Good morning, everyone. Paula Madison here with another episode of 10 at 10, where we offer business and life information from referral partners to share with emerging business owners who've already started, just to, really this is part of the sharing. There's so much negative out there right now. This is one thing that I can do and I can offer to my business community. So hopefully you get some things out of it today. So, and by the way, my apologies for starting late today. Normally we start at 10, hence the name of the show, by the way, 10 at 10. So we're starting a little bit late today. Got some technical difficulties, so we had to just round it out to 10 o'clock. 9:30. 10:30. See what happens when you get off schedule. Anyway, today our topic is marketing trip hazards number 3. I've been doing a whole series of these for everyone, almost like in preparation. You guys are getting ready for 2019. I want to make sure that you have some things in your head as you're thinking about what are those things that I need, to support my sales efforts as I'm going out there. And one of the misconceptions and the trip hazards that I see out there is social media. It's not an overnight success. It's not this huge thing that snaps your finger. I don't have to leave the confines of my office. Think of social media as a supporting member of the movie. Okay. Oh, hey, girl, how's it going? Thanks. And so I want to make sure that as you're developing your plans, by the way, I want to make sure that you guys understand that developing a plan around your social media strategy is going to be super important. Okay. It's going to be very, very important to make sure that you are doing that. Okay. So, trip hazards number 1. Let's create a marketing plan for it. How often are you guys going to post on social media? Again, you're business owners. Some of you are small, some of you are growing, some of you are at that point when you've hired employees. What's the plan? How many days are we going to do this? I myself like to suggest a 7-day-a-week plan because we want to start communication, right? So we want to get out there. You want to make sure that you have a plan for what that looks like. So maybe one day you're doing one topic. Choose your topics on a per day basis. What's the plan? And listen, hey, my hope for you is that you can do 7 days, but the reality is this is your party, not mine. I'm just here to advise you. So if what you have is 3 or 4 days, that's fine also. I just ask you to be super consistent and make sure that, Monday, Wednesday, Friday, Sunday, Tuesday, Thursday, Saturday morning, whatever your schedule is, whatever makes sense for you, make sure that you do that and just stay consistent. All right. Plan out the reason why you're doing it. Why are you doing social media in the first place? Yeah. I know you want to make sales. But remember, this is about communicating. I read this great blog the other day, and at the end, I'll make sure that I put up the name of the article that I read on this blog. But the title of it was, "Your customers do not have dog brains. They have cat brains. They're cynical. They don't know you. They're going to question everything. You got to win them over with that digital can of tuna and making sure that you do it right." And so making sure that you have a proper plan so that you can slowly make sure that you're offering them information, giving them information, communicating. And by the way, bear in mind that your social media strategy is offering content. It's supporting your sales effort, your face-to-face. What's going on with the company, when your guys show up to mow the lawn, when your folks show up to paint the house, when they show up to the store to buy a dress, they show up to your bakery to get a muffin or whatever. It's supporting that interaction. It's supporting that face-to-face. So content alone on your social media is not going to get you monies overnight. It's fantastic content and it's great, and it's great support, great things to do, but you also have to make sure it's an entire plan. And it's the reason why I said, make sure you develop a proper plan. Just not for your social media, but what are you going to do on your sales side? What are you going to do on the social media advertising side? That's the paid side. Okay. What are you going to do for your sales efforts to get out there? Is your follow-up lines ready to go? So if people call you from AdWords, can they do that? If you're a local pizza place, are you going to get when are you getting your flyers out? When you're going to get the menus on folks' doors? And of course, when they check you out, they want to see that supporting information in social media. So it's a supporting player. Social media, number two, actually, I'm sorry. Social media is not a magic bullet. Okay, so you can't just start it. Okay, I'm starting my business. Social media, I'm going to start it today. Start a little bit of a buzz campaign. Start ahead of schedule. Start down the road. Start having that conversation with them, letting them know, hey, listen, we're about to launch. I have a company right now who's about to launch their shoe line. Gorgeous shoes, by the way. High heels that are super comfortable. I'm excited for them. So mavette.com, go check it out, by the way. Mavette. Go check it out and see what they're doing. But same thing with them. It's like, let's start the buzz campaign early. Even right now, you haven't been doing a lot of marketing a long time. It's just been you on the grind trying to get clients. Start right now. Start your buzz campaign now. And build up your Facebook page, build up your Instagram page, build up your Twitter following. Make sure that you're doing this pretty consistently on LinkedIn. Keep going, build it up. Don't just start overnight and then, I'm not getting any magic. People aren't reaching out. People aren't following up. Again, making sure that, bear in mind that, by the way, guys, that you do have analytics on the back end of all social media. So it can tell you what you're doing wrong. Again, you've heard me say this time and time again. Marketing is about developing a relationship. And do you develop a relationship overnight with someone? I mean, every now and again, you have that magic where you meet someone. It's like, oh no, we're going to be friends. We're going to be buddies. We dig each other. However, sometimes you build that relationship and you're there and it's years and you're the person who shows up and they show up and you just get each other. But that takes time of building, right? Social media is not that dissimilar, okay? Remember, it's going to take time to build, but you shouldn't be doing that as your only marketing effort, okay? Think of your entire marketing plan as a mixed bag. If you were trying to become friends with someone, let's say, you wouldn't just text them every day, right? Good morning, how are you? No, you'd show up and go, hey, let's go get a coffee. You'd show up and go, hey, let's go bowling. Let's go for a run. Let's go for a walk. Hey, I'm having a barbecue. Why don't you come over? Hey, I heard that you had a loss in the family. Can we take you out? Can we do this with you? What have you, right? Notice all the things that I said weren't the same, right? You're doing it on a day-to-day basis and not realize that you're doing it. You did a mixed bag of things with marketing. Social media is going to be part of that, right? And you're going to be able to engage them where they are, right? The things that are important to them. And social media is only one piece of the pie. So if you're employing social media as your only marketing, trip hazard number 3, okay? It's not going to completely work, all right? I want you to look at it as an entire item. And again, it's about augmenting. So number 4, my point 4 here is, remember that it's about augmenting the things that you're already doing. It's augmenting how great your product is, because you still have to have a great product. I know right now with social media, you see a lot of these, 23-year-old business advisors out there telling you just to do this or do that. And sometimes the conversation that I'm noticing, it makes me cringe a little bit. because it's almost as though it's telling you to create a facade, an image, sell just that facade. However, eventually people are going to want something from that facade. So if what you've created is something that's not very organically you, not you at all, eventually that's going to come to roost, right? Because they're going to want to meet that facade. They're going to want that product from that facade, right? So you want to be your authentic self in social media. So I guess that would be my other point. Be your authentic self. If you're a little rough around the edges, be a little rough around the edges. I myself am a little quirky, a little over the top. I like to say, hey, what's up to folks? Um, I want to keep my life in balance and I like to be a giver. I'm not going to change that for anyone, you know. And so when you approach social media, if you're approaching it with this fake facade, you see a lot of people doing the smile, everyone has to position themselves, right? Right? If that's not you, then your clients are seeing that. They want you. Surprisingly, I know a lot of people think they should hide behind a little bit of a wall. And yeah, I do, by the way, agree that your personal life is your personal life. However, you still need to be yourself. All right. So again, let me run through this because I know you guys don't have all day. You need to be running your business. So, by the way, thank you to Ramala. Thank you, Amy, for tuning in and checking this out, being the first one to see it. And also thank you guys who will be watching on the recap later. Let me run through these really quickly so you will remember. One, social media is still marketing. Social media is still marketing. Be mindful. Number two, make a plan. Understand how you need to integrate it. It shouldn't be the only piece of the puzzle that you're putting out there to form this relationship. All right. Social media is not a magic bullet. It's not going to happen overnight. So, like the relationships that you're building with your clients, you need to see it as a long-term thing, not a hit and move on. Okay. It's number four. It's to augment the practices. It's to augment you. It's surprising how much people want to know about you when they start working with small businesses, right? And then finally, wrap it into number four is be your authentic self, guys. The fake thing is not going to work over the long haul. And, I don't know, it's just my personal opinion. I feel like it just diminishes and takes a little bit from you because you're doing this big blowout of this fake self. And then you have to go and you have to meet them. And in my mind, I kind of feel like it takes a little bit away from you. So be yourself. You're loud, be your loud self. You're quiet, offer something within your thing. By the way, if you're not funny, don't try to be funny. All right. Leave it alone. All right. So I'm hoping that this little segment, marketing trip hazards, has helped you today. Again, it's Paula Madison Sierra from Power Marketing SF. I'm located here in San Francisco, and my social media mission is to share business and life information for my business owners out there because, at the end of the day, we're not all good at everything. Sometimes we think we're good at everything, but we're absolutely not. And next week, we'll be having some folks on to share more information. I just wanted to get my series rolling with you guys. After this, you'll probably only see it once a month. If you have any questions, reach out and definitely ask. I'd love to have them. Thank you guys for tuning in and checking out my show. Please make sure you're sharing it with others. Again, it's on my, let me just share. Thanks, Ramala. I was kind of slow at my clickers, because when you're doing this, you're kind of handling all of your items. So thank you guys. Have a fantastic business day and do your best. Take care. Bye, everyone. Bye.